Hello, my name is Jackie.
Hello, my name is Graciela. We want to welcome you to South Chicago, or maybe I should say welcome you back. So many Chicagoans have such a strong connection to South Chicago because they are just one family member removed from working in the steel mill. The U.S. Steel Southworks was the backbone of the neighborhood for more than 100 years. The mill made the steel that built the Sears Tower and McCormick Place. The steel age attracted thousands of workers from Eastern Europe and the Deep South. When those workers went on strike in 1919, the mills hired the Mexicans as strikebreakers. At its peak, the mill employed 130,000 workers. When it finally closed in 1992, the neighborhood suffered and families vanished.
Today, South Chicago is transforming into a green and vibrant community. We're capitalizing on our strengths, including our diverse population, thriving business district, strong churches, affordable energy-efficient housing, eclectic arts community, and beautiful parks. South Chicago is so diverse. The people of South Chicago can trace their roots back to Africa, Mexico, Haiti, Croatia, and many other parts of the world. Each group brings its own ancestral flavor to the neighborhood. There are African hair braiding shops, Mexican restaurants, and ethnic groceries in South Chicago. You'll get your flavor of it if you hop on Still Millie, our very own streetcar that runs up and down Commercial Avenue and around the neighborhood.
I shop on Commercial Avenue, where we have many mom-and-pop shops and restaurants too. My earliest memories of Commercial Avenue are shopping with my mother and grandmother at Goldblatt's, Woolworths, which had the best slice of pizza, and Three Sisters, which had the best deals for women's clothing, according to my mom. Now I shop there with my daughter. One of our favorite places on Commercial Avenue is El Potrillo. They have the best homemade ice cream and aguas frescas in the neighborhood.
I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and South Chicago was my downtown. When I was growing up, I remember shopping down Commercial Avenue with my mother too, and my father would take me to buy fried shrimp at Calumet Fisheries on 95th Street. That's the bridge where they shot the Blues Brothers when Jake and Elwood drove across the bridge when it was going up.
From the steeples of Pilgrim Baptist Church, to the National Shrine of St. Jude at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church, to the splendor of the stained glass at St. Michael's Church, you can visit us in the spring and experience our ecumenical services and visit these wonderful churches.
Now on the creative side, the arts community is a constant part of the life of South Chicago. We see the arts as building connections between our visions and reality. We use it to connect to our youth, celebrate our culture, and strengthen our relationships with our community and each other. We also see the arts as a way to make peace in the community and within ourselves. The Artist Garden created by the South Chicago Arts Center is a respite of art and nature that grew out of the once abandoned city block.
This is a Tomatillo plant. This is a volunteer. We didn't plant it. So they're almost like a weed because there's so many of them. But salsa verde, which is a Mexican salsa, is made from it. So there's a husk, and when you break open the husk, the tomatoes inside. Now, I've tried to cook these, and it did not work out for me, but I can tell you the people in this neighborhood love these things. And what they do is they blend them up with onions and garlic, and then they preserve them for the whole winter and eat it all winter long.
The Artist Garden is just one way we celebrate green in South Chicago. If you visit in the spring, you can attend the 10th Ward Green Summit that includes tours of energy-efficient affordable housing built by Clarice & Associates, or take a class and learn how being green can be economical.
Or you can come anytime to celebrate nature in South Chicago. Nature has always been a big part of this formerly industrialized neighborhood. We play at Bessemer Park, Russell Square, and our crown jewel, Calumet Park, which lies along the lake.
Calumet Park originally was supposed to be just 40 acres, but when the field house was built in 1924, the park was actually 200 acres. It's so big that you can set up a volleyball net, swim, play on one of our 2 beaches, have a picnic, or just take a walk. And if you come by on Thursday between 11 and 4, you can visit Southeast Chicago Historical Society inside the historic Calumet Park Fieldhouse and learn even more about the rich history of our neighborhood, South Chicago.